Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And today we're going to talk about a subject that I think frustrates a lot of men, but the sooner you kind of come to terms with it, the better off you'll be. And that's the subject of calling out a girl's bad behavior accomplishes nothing.
Nothing.
And guys want to do it. I mean, it's probably one of the most common questions that we see all the time. A girl flaked on me. A girl, said something negative at a party. A girl's acting badly in front of you, about you. And what do I do to punish her?
Yeah.
And here's the fact. If you're not fucking this girl, there's nothing you can do to punish her. Especially these girls, like all the way up into the point, like you're texting them, you have met up for drinks, or they're flaking out on you all the time before you meet up. There's nothing you can do to punish them for their bad behavior. It's as natural to them as breathing. And, just like what we were saying that one time about how does she react when you go, hey, you need to be on time. Or, people usually give people a heads up.
Exactly.
It's a polite thing to do. And so what does she react to that? How does she react to that?
Right. Exactly.
No, I'm asking you, how does she react to that?
Oh, yeah. Not well. Not well. Because you're not her father.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, just like you said, she goes, he's mean, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
I made the right choice not showing up.
Exactly.
It's just not going to go well. Because girls, truly, they're never held responsible for anything, which is hardwired, and society kind of supports this. So they never feel any negative emotions. And they avoid the negative emotions, especially if it has anything to do with their responsibility. So you have to recognize that. The only thing you can do is if you already have a girl that you are fucking, she might be somewhat invested in you.
The more invested she is in you, the better she'll respond to your suggestions or corrections.
Yeah, and your corrections can be something as simple as, attention drops. You setting down a girl and explaining her bad behavior, pretty rare. Pretty rare. You have to deal with more mature girls, girls that'll actually listen. Most won't. So like sitting down to them and like doing a performance review like you would with your buddy or with a guy, you know what I mean, has absolutely zero effect on them. You're just being an asshole. They're not going to change their behavior. Usually just controlling the amount of attention, being available, that sort of thing is what you kind of like, what do you say, push-pull with.
I think that's the best way for any man at every stage of the game, whether you're invested in this girl yet or whether it's 30 years down the road. Attention withdrawal is the best way to get her attention of her own.
Very, very. But again, she has to care, and there's probably just a small window in time where girls actually give a shit. They care after you're fucking them, and before there's commitment, and then maybe when there's commitment for a while. Wouldn't you say? And then because we know women that
I think a lot.
do
Yeah,
not care.
I mean, a lot depends on the quality of the relationship, and we hope that you have a better relationship than that.
Than average.
Yeah.
But that's the real deal. Is there's just you simply can't. It's just not like dealing with men. They're just not going to react the same. They're not going to hear the same words that you're saying, and it's not going to have any effect other than it'll negate your relationship with her.
Usually it just puts up more barriers, which is not good for either of you, and it doesn't help anybody.
It just makes you look like a hothead, and what you're doing is you're kind of training yourself to react emotionally negatively to girls' behavior, which any habit that you build, it's very hard to get rid of that, because down the road when it matters more, and you're dealing with girls that are invested in you, you can't come across with an even hand. You know, you're still doing that that hair trigger temper thing. So
it tends to shut people down, and not in the way that you're really going for.
Yeah, you always want to like practice the behaviors or the habits that you want to, the hard habits that you want to have over time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just calling them out and it's not, they don't care.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Anyway, that's the why behind that phrase that's used so frequently. There really is a reason behind it, and it's a waste of time. That don't reward bad behavior.
Oh, yeah.
Don't punish bad behavior. Things like that.
It's true. It's a real deal. So, I mean, and that's one thing you can, as soon as you kind of like wrap your head around it, then you can actually use your brain for other things.
Yeah.
Instead of like trying to figure out how you're going to change her behavior. You can't.
No.
She's just showing you who she is.
That's exactly it.
So we hope you have a good day.